Breaking news overnight, a woman killed when a hail of bullets flew into her Strawberry Mansion porch. The new information about the evidence taken from the scene.
Phillies celebrating a late-night victory, earning them another division championship. The work isn't done yet, what they have to do to earn an advantage in the postseason.
And a clean home may come with some consequences, while a lot of people are tossing those popular cleaning products that we've come to love. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It's Tuesday, September 16th. 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today. Starting with breaking news from overnight. A woman is dead after being shot on her own front porch.
That's right. Shooting happened at Strawberry Mansion. NBC 10's Alex DiPrato at police headquarters with more on what evidence investigators are combing through today.
Here at police headquarters, police are trying to figure out who gunned down and killed a 27-year-old woman. The woman and two others were standing on the front porch of her home on Montgomery Avenue in Strawberry Mansion when she was shot. Police believe this may have stemmed from a shootout because 20 shell casings from a rifle and handgun were found on different sides of the street. The woman who was hit ran inside and collapsed on her back in the living room, where she was pronounced dead. Bullets flew into the home. Others, including children who were inside, were not hurt. A bullet also went through the window of a neighboring home. There are several cameras in the area. Detectives are trying to retrieve that video to determine who the shooters were. At police headquarters, I'm Alex DiPrato, NBC 10 News.
And a breaking news overnight, the Phillies division champs, the Phils, clinching the NL East after their win against the Dodgers. You may have been asleep when it happened since the game in LA didn't end until 1 a.m. our time.
But if you stayed up, you'll likely need a lot of coffee for the workday. NBC 10's Brenna Weick is at a Wawa in Brooklyn where people are getting a morning boost after a big night.
The Phils had to fight hard for this one, but it was all well worth it. They are the first team in the league to clinch their division, the NL East, and it's their second year doing that in a row. So these locker room celebrations you're watching right now, they are definitely well worth it. The game ended at 1 a.m. in extra innings. Home runs from Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, and Weston Wilson helped secure the win. The Dodgers and Mookie Betts put up a fight on their home turf, but they just couldn't get it done. Final score would be 6-5 Phils. Bryce Harper said while it would have been fun to do it at home, hey, a win is a win, and fans are having fun cheering on their team.
I think they got a great shot. I mean, it seems like everything's coming together. I mean, pitching is a little, obviously you want Nola to be better, but, beyond that, everything's look good. I'm excited.
This win puts the Phils 1.5 games behind the Milwaukee Brewers. That means they have to keep on winning if they want to be the 1 seed and secure a home field advantage for the NLCS. Reporting in Brooklyn, Brenna Weick, NBC 10 News.
You can dress like the NL East champs right now. The New Era team store is selling NL East Division champs merch. You can grab your T-shirts, hoodies, and hats.
Yeah, I got one from last year, but it says last year,
2024. Yeah, you got to update it, right? Yeah.
Just got to change that to 2025. Hey, in Bucks County, neighbors are getting new information about progress being made to clean up their water after a pipeline leak.
Yeah, earlier this year, it was discovered that jet fuel spilled into drinking water in Upper Mayfield. Energy Transfer, the company that owns Sunoco, says 3 wells are still showing contamination levels. That's down from 6. And out of their 16 monitoring wells, 4 still have traces of contaminants. Filtration systems were installed in homeowners' basements to filter out contaminants, but neighbors tell us they're still concerned.
It's living in fear all the time. It's like, is this water clean? Is this water not clean? Is the air in my house clean?
Officials say the work is far from over. They mentioned finding anomalies, but didn't go into details on what they could be. They only told neighbors they're planning an investigation dig sometime in the future. We're working to find out how 2 people are doing this morning after a tire smashed into a car windshield.
Happened around 1:30 yesterday on the northeast extension near Bluebell in Montgomery County. It took 2 hours for police to open the roads again. Even then, drivers had to keep a slow pace. We spoke with some of the thousands of people who were stuck in traffic.
Maybe 5 miles an hour. I don't even know. Probably less than that.
So it was just crawling?
Just crawling the whole way.
And I almost ran out of gas. I had to call AAA to try and get gas, but it ended up clearing up.
We saw the truck on the other side of the barrier with a missing back tire. Pennsylvania State Police, they're investigating how the tire was able to come off and hit that other car.
Scary.
Now to some new information on a deadly hit-and-run investigation in Crescentville.
Police now say, based on these new surveillance photos, the suspect was likely driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It was first believed to be a Dodge Durango. The SUV was seen speeding in the opposite lane Sunday morning near Roosevelt Boulevard and Adams Avenue. Investigators say the suspect hit a truck, killing the 57-year-old driver, hurting 2 passengers. A witness told police the suspect's SUV had tinted windows and a tinted license plate cover. We are hearing from the man on trial for a deadly home invasion in Lower Merion.
Jeremy Fuentes is accused of tipping off 2 men about guns inside a Bucks County home, but the men went to the wrong home, killing Andrew Gaudio and shooting his mother. Fuentes denied any wrongdoing to NBC 10.
I just hope I be found not guilty. I didn't do none of this, and I hope the jury can see that.
You're the one who sent those pictures to Charles. Don't you feel bad about that?
He's my boss. I was supposed to.
A jury convicted Charles Fulforth and Kelvin Roberts for first-degree murder back in July. Fuentes' trial continues today. Be sure to stick with NBC 10 for updates on air and on our free NBC 10 app. On the main line, the Valley Forge Military Academy just announced it's closing at the end of the school year.
Yeah, the board of trustees says after nearly 100 years, the boarding school is just no longer viable. The academy will work with underclassmen to help them find a new school for next year. Meantime, Valley Forge Military College will stay open.
Students who want to go to the Community College of Philadelphia can register to vote when they apply. It's the first program of its kind in Pennsylvania. It'll launch today in an event celebrating Voter Registration Day. It'll be in the Bottle Building on CCP's main campus. That begins at 11.
And happening today, Philadelphia Mayor Sherrell Parker is expected to announce the return of a premier bicycling event. The Philadelphia Cycling Classic is slated to make a comeback in 2026. The race hadn't been held since 2016 because of a lack of sponsorship.
Well, today marks 100 days to Christmas. It's also the final push to save a holiday tradition inside the Wanamaker building. The Wanamaker Light Show in Christmas Village has been around since 1956, but with the Macy's now closed, the future is uncertain. So now the Save the Light Show campaign is trying to raise $350,000 to keep it going. They're already at $300,000 and hope to raise the rest by September 25th. We've got a link on NBC10.com under the Find It on 10 section.
A clean home may come with a cost.
A recent study shows melamine sponges, better known as those magic erasers, may release microplastics into your home. Early studies suggest that these particles may trigger inflammation, disrupt your hormones, or cause diseases. The researchers behind the study found that denser melamine sponges tend to shed fewer microplastics than lighter sponges. Something to think about.
Absolutely.
There is also a new wellness trend that claims to improve your sleep.
It's called dark showering. It's about taking a shower in the dark, exposure to bright light at night. It could trick the brain into staying alert. So doctors say showering in dim lighting conditions can help you and your body know it's time for bed, let it release sleep hormones too. Something you don't really consider, but makes sense scientifically, I suppose, right?
Just make sure it's not too dark.
That's right, yeah.
When we first heard this dark shower, we were like, what in the world? Somebody's going to really injure
They're
themselves.
going to get injured, right. Sheila Watko said she's going to show up to work the next day with crutches.
But even still, like in dim lighting, you're talking about water, slippery, slick surfaces.
That's it.
A tile or marble or whatever.
Yeah.
Like maybe little thresholds you got to go over.
You got to be careful.
I will not be dark showering. I'm just letting you know. Because, when you get to be a certain age, you start breaking stuff and, stuff starts going.
You act like you're 80.
Sometimes I feel like I'm 80. So yeah, this
goodness.
is for, I don't know, young people only, younger people only. I don't know.
Just exercise dark showering with caution. That's all we're saying.
All right, there you go. And that's the final word. That's going to do it for today's edition of The Lineup.
I like calling it the final word. I think that's way funny.
You like it?
For Erin
All right.
Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. Remember, you can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app and catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.
We'll see ya.